So friends, these are the seeds which I planted for microgreens about 4 days back, 4 to 5 days back, and this is their condition now. This is reddish and it has sprouted very well, and 2 leaves one can easily see in this. The next one is fenugreek, and this is also growing very well. I think within 1 week it will have developed its 2 other true leaves also. And the third one is which is looking very nice, and this is mustard. These are mustard microgreens, friends, and 2 leaves have come out already. These leaves, these initial 2 leaves are called false leaves, but the 2 other leaves which come after these leaves, they are called real leaves. So we will keep it developed till the real 2 leaves, and then we will harvest it. And the fourth one, which I did in front of you, friends, about 2 days back, it has also sprouted, and you can make out very well what it is. It is beetroot. So you can see the red sprouting happening in this, and it's really looking very nice. So I'm just waiting, looking forward to its true leaves also, So friends, this is the result, and these microgreens have been are being developed only on the tissue paper, except this one, this beetroot. Beetroot is being made on this coco peat. There is no fertilizer in this, only coco peat is there. So, and today we are going to experiment the microgreens growing in a different way, which will be soil and little compost, or we can say that this coco peat and soil and this compost. Okay, friends, so I hope you like these microgreens and try at home. This is not difficult, and I've already told the procedure in the first video about how to go about all these growing microgreens. So you can see, I think these 2, this one, even I keep forgetting, friends, so please excuse me. This and this mustard, they have been grown on the tissue paper, wet tissue paper, and this one, this radish and beetroot are being made on coco peat. And today we are going to try growing microgreens with in a soil media. Okay, friends, so we'll just start. This is one container I have. This is to grow. This is for sprouting, actually. In summers I sprout my moong in this, but in winters it is just lying like that. So I thought that, and since no other container was there, so I thought that why not grow my microgreens in this one. So what I am going to do, friends, I have taken this coco peat, some soil, and some compost. I'll just get the compost also. This is compost. Okay, so 3 things, and this is coco peat. So we'll take some. Coco peat has to be maximum, and little bit of soil in this, and some compost. This is like growing the vegetables, leafy vegetables only, actually, but the difference about in microgreens, So friends, something happened to the video setting, and I had finished the procedure and it was actually off. So I'll just tell you just like that, I just mixed all these three things like soil and compost and coco peat, and then put a half-inch layer in this container, and then very closely I sprinkled some fenugreek seeds in this, and these fenugreek seeds have been soaked only for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at the most. So last time when I soaked them for 4.5 years, by mistake, because something, some other emergency came in the house, so I felt that it wasn't needed this way. So soaking fenugreek seeds is enough for 5-10 minutes. So friends, these soaked seeds I sprinkled on this mix of coco peat, compost and soil very thickly, like very closely, and then just sprinkle some of the coco peat and compost mix on over these seeds also. So now then later on I sprinkle some water also, with hand only like this, and then I'm going to cover it and keep it in a dark place. So about the dark place, some people think that germination cannot happen in the dark places. It needs sunlight. It's not like that, friends. Seeds can germinate in dark place also, and but to get photosynthesis and to get their color and to grow further, they need sunlight. So for 2 days we'll keep it in the dark place for the germination, and then we'll slowly we'll bring them in the sunlight. Initially we'll bring in this partial sunlight, and then later on more sunlight. So that's how it is done. And today is the third and final part of telling you how to make microgreens, and I hope the concept is clear, and we grow and we make our microgreens at home only instead of buying. It's so expensive from the markets, and it is fun also, friends. You just need to develop some knack for growing all these things. So okay friends, see you in the next video then, and if there is any query, please put in the comment box. Okay friends, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Happy gardening.